Well, I feel like eating some Korean food today, so we'll see how it is.
We'll see how it is. This is Game 5. For the final time between these two teams, they will face off in a grudge match. First time they met in the upper bracket, it is Vesakha 3-2 against Nongshim RedForce. Will history repeat the same? It is time to find out.
Does the Major East take another step in their journey, prove that they are worthy to stay in the competition? Or do the new boys off the block from IKL, Vesakha Esports, with all the hopes of IKL in this first series of the day, can they make it out?
They have the hopes, they have the dreams, but do they have the execution? We are going into Game 5, elimination on the line, playoff spot on the line for Group A, and this is Vesakha versus Nongshim RedForce.
This is a crazy one. This is going to be a crazy series. I think that a lot of eyes are going to be on this one because like, how does Nongshim respond into this situation? Are they able to take this? Vesakha, on the other hand, it seemed like they've been well-versed. They're very experienced, calm, cool, and collected, forcing a Game 5 against Nongshim.
I mean, they would hope so. Right now, it's really about the skill shots. Ball!
Yeah, ball flash away. Kyung9 looking to chase, and he gets him with a heroic charge, running him over.
There's a big one. Big start for the side of Nongshim. Kyung9, as usual, the steady and strong clash laner for the side of Nongshim. Many times he has carried the burden, and right now he's carrying them to a great start.
Yeah, a great start indeed, and that's kind of what you want. Raven taking a lot of damage as well. He's going to be zoned away. The Firehawk looking to go the way of Nongshim.
See this, it is all in advantage to the side of Nongshim for now. Siwi getting that Firehawk at the bottom as well, which means gold-wise, it should be in favor of Nongshim, at least for this first 4 minutes of the game.
Great start for Nongshim, right? This is kind of where you want to be. Obviously, you knew that there was going to be a little bit of a spike. I mean, Nev is going to be kind of like trying to keep on pace, but this is still, when you have Illusion that's kind of helping Haku, making his rounds, it's going to be much quicker.
Yeah, and Illusion is this one guy that when he shows up, that you cannot contest. When he shows up, especially with a hero like Hongming, he deletes you off of the court.
Yeah. So it comes back to Vesakha just surviving that onslaught and getting to the late game where his damage is largely not as much or it's like mitigated.
And the poke potential coming out from Nongshim is similar to the side of Vesakha, right? Because now they have 3 pokes. Look at the Hound. Look at the first skill on the side of Illusion. And then you also have the time bombs coming in from Fate.
Oh, the Hound, Haku not playing scared at whatsoever. Jun Young was like a little bit like, whoa, what was that?
Yeah, Gemniv, he needs to land this Chosen, man.
Yeah, he definitely needs to do that. Nongshim here. Again, it's about Haku, Nev on the other end. They'll take the farm, they'll make their way out of this one, but again, just poking and prodding, still very early.
The trades, Bao once again, he's gonna get caught out.
Bad spot, Bao trying to dash away, but the heroic charges are legit from Kyung9, the control, and that's gotta be so frustrating. Ball down for a second time.
I mean, Kyung9 is just a special clash laner here, right? The amount of times he has outplayed Bao 1v1, this is by no chance. This is a consistent result so far.
Yeah, he's been very good on the Guan Yu, and you gotta respect him, but it looks like Bao needing a little bit of help. Maybe you look to kind of rotate Jun Young up in the top lane, give him a bit of a chance because he's really starting to fall behind.
But I think this is what you expect out of Vesakha in the early starts of the game, right? Because you really need them in the later parts of the game. Raven needs a lot of itemization, and then, you know, Nev needs to get those buffs, needs to get those neutral objectives to make it work for the team.
Yeah, for sure here. And I mean, look at how Nev, on the other hand, he's outscaling Haku, so he's doing a good job. But let's talk a little bit about Gen Min. We wanted him on the Mai to be that guy, again, side lane pressure, but he hasn't really found anything in 3 minutes.
Yeah, he needs to rise to the occasion at this point, right? Genmiv needs to find value, not just the Chosens. He needs to be able to time his Ryu engine to knock up the uppercuts. He needs to knock them out, essentially, on the side of Nongshim.
Yeah. And let it start with those Kachusins, just the amount of damage they can potentially do. Because Illusion, very squishy as well. So it's going to become like a really difficult game in terms of the poking and prodding part of the game here.
Yep, and once again, Nongshim, they have this timer. Bao is still diving in against Kyung9. I feel like that's a big mistake.
Yeah, Razor Cavalry going to be used. He misses the heroic charge on this one, but now he pushes him even forward. He's going to bounce him around and ball in a bad spot. Kyung9 misses that one, and now he goes in for that one shot, and Kyung9 just outscaling.
Okay, Nev does get the 4-minute Tyrant.
Oh, looks like Ball looking to go down. Kyung9, one last shot, be able to do it, and Ball gets the revenge kill.
The ultimate outplay there. I mean, Nongshim, Kyung9, it felt like he was undefeatable.
Yeah, undefeatable indeed. I mean, in that top lane, you're thinking, oh, one-on-one, Kyung9 has gotten the better of Ball throughout this entire game. But that is a moment that changes things in that top lane.
Oh, for sure. He balances out the EXP differential, gets a bit of a damage onto the T1 at the top as well. Bear in mind, this is past 4 minutes, meaning the protection on the towers are no longer existent.
Yeah, now they were going to go aggressive. The Ruined Engine on top of this one. He's taking some tower shots. He's a little bit low, needs to be careful. But Faye, with that power gradation, taking a lot of damage. Faye is now on the run. He's going to be picked off. And Siri, what can he do? Ball is on half-life. The bottom T1 has been taken out.
Look at the efficiency. Suddenly, Vesakha comes to life. They take the T1 at the bottom as well. Would be able to make the defense in the middle. And now Nongshim, suddenly out of sorts.
Yeah, out of sorts at all. I mean, just getting pushed away, getting Faye as well as that tower. Tremendous value by Vesakha here. And now they're up about 1K.
Yeah, man, there is heals available for the side of Nev. He does have the Eye of the Phoenix. Recovery is a strength now.
And well, Illusion looking for that angle. Haku taking a lot. Why did he go in? And he's going to be picked off on this one. And it looks like Gen Myth is going to get on his way on out of this. Kyung9 has shown up, but he's not able to find the right angle.
Yeah, man, while all of this is happening, there is a steal, potential pressure being put on by Bal as well. If they get the steal on the Azure Golem, this is going to hurt Haku.
Yeah, Bal zoning, pushing them away. He's taking some shots from Siri, but I think that Siri needs to focus on his own farm. Think about that mid to late game.
Yo, I know we were doubting Bal at the start, and even if you want to put it on me, it feels like Bal has completely recovered and changed the whole side of the map for an advantage to Vesakha.
Yeah, I didn't doubt Bal. The only person that doubted Bal on this desk was Kindofu.
Yeah, I totally believe you.
Totally, yes. But let's talk a little bit about Illusion here, because it seems like his impact hasn't been as much as Gen Myth, who now gets the Ruined onto Kyung9, and here come the reinforcements, and Nev is cutting off the angle of retreat. Kyung9 is going to be down, and Vesakha looking to take the top T1. Haku gets bashed up by Bal. He's looking to go potentially on this one, but he's on the retreat. Bal is providing so much pressure.
And that's the thing. This is a timing that should not happen. This drop, it's meant to have Nongshim win the early game. Vesakha try to make a comeback in the middle to the later parts of the game, but right now Vesakha, they've hit the timings.
Yeah, hit the timing, and they've completely flipped this one. Bal looking for that angle on that side, but the mid T1 taking a decent amount, especially with Raven, and Shoyu is a late game hero, but he's doing some damage now, and this is a bit of a worry for Nongshim.
Yes, it is, but it's never too late, right? And sometimes better late than never. Nongshim, they need something here. If they can find it, that could be the chance.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they've got... I mean, the Siege Catapult is going to be there, but the mid T1 just hanging on by a thread. The Wild Wind just covering the retreat, but now the Azure Golem is going to be the next target.
Yeah, he's going to put his eyes on this Azure Golem. The dive coming in from Haku is really important, right? The timing on that skill is going to be the game changer, because if Haku did what he did just now, dives in a little bit too early, he's going to be executed by Nev.
Yeah, he's going to have no chance. He's definitely squishier than Nev. But at the same time, Kyung9, he's looking for that angle. I mean, look at how now they're looking to go. The Soaring Green Dragon not going to find anything. The winning strategy is going to be used, tanked up by Junyoung.
In the meantime, the split push coming in from the side of Bal as well as Raven. 2 lanes of minions crashing in. The T2s are under pressure and in trouble as well. Meanwhile, Raven has already been funneled the first of the few Crimson buffs. Looking at the gold difference, it is now 3,500 in advantage to the side of Vesakha.
I mean, most of that lead is in Nev. You know, I mean, he's the guy, and he's been outclassing Haku right now, and this Crimson is under siege at this point, and Nev is going to be used for that point, but Faye now getting gone on by Bal. He flashes back to safety. Nongshim are not going to be able to take much.
Yeah, they don't want to overcommit, but Junyoung does have the Star Spring, able to get the heals as well. Faye does have his ultimate, so this could turn a little scary for the side of Vesakha.
They're going to go for the Time Flux to kind of speed things up a bit, try to catch somebody, but they're not able to do so. And again, empty-handed once again.
All right, let's see, Time Flux is going to be used once again. The time lapse, the ultimate, that is what Faye needs to set up for the side of Nongshim.
Got the Arrow Storm onto the minion wave. Illusion looking for the right target. Just going to deal with the minions at this point.
Yeah, but look at Raven, right? Smart, split push on the top, gets more gold. Now able to defend the bot T1 as well. And then still gets even more gold.
Yeah, this, I mean, you already have the lead as Vesakha, and this is like a late game composition. it's going to just get even worse for Nongshim at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Look, Ominous Premonition already completed for the side of Nev. He also has the Giant Script. This is a really scary timing from the side of Vesakha Esports.
Yeah, very scary. But look at the potential flank from, it looks like they're going to go wrap around Nongshim, not able to find, again, the perfect point of this. And this mid T2 is going to be under siege.
It's not even about the fight. Nongshim are just being pushed back. Vesakha, they want to push them away, get the T2s as well, and make the map so much smaller for the side of Nongshim.
Yeah, and I love the fact that Vesakha, even with this composition, are willing to be aggressive, putting the fight on, because Nongshim, they want that time and that farm to get themselves going to that spike in the mid game.
And this is the risk they are taking, right? One of the weaknesses of Yangjin is he needs targets to be able to make full use for his ultimate. He needs to sustain, right? But there needs to be someone to suck life away from him.
Yeah, there's nobody, right? And Vesakha are playing around with this, and this is also the power of Mai. You also have Nev that's kind of being up front, who can kind of see things coming at them.
You have bullets, you have stuns, you have flaming punches, everything from range. Nongshim have no answers.
Yeah, 2T2, that's the last one from Nongshim in this entire series that's going to be left. They haven't found, again, the right angle of approach. They're down about 5K. This is looking awfully scary. And now Faye, he's going to have to use that time lapse. They get on out of this one, but Faye's the low one. They're not able to do enough damage. They find Haku instead. Nice Razor Cavalry on that pushback, but the Unending Sorrow mitigating that one. Haku's going to be picked off, and now the flash back in. Nongshim is going to be on the run. The Wild Wind onto Illusion, taking a decent amount of damage.
Yep, this is why this draft is so scary. It goes on both ends. Nongshim now, they have to be a little bit more careful. Vesakha, they see that victory in sights. They now have a 5,000 goal lead, and at the 10-minute, 11-minute mark, the Shadow variant of the Tyrant is going to go into their hands, which means Nongshim cannot take the other objective.
Cannot take the other objective at all. I mean, down about 5K, Haku dying at that one. Completely a misfortune on that one. No chance to continue on that with that fight. And Nongshim, again, they're not able to find the right targets to really turn these team fights.
Because the goal difference is too big, right? Faye does have the time flux, but what good is that when you're taking too much damage? Yes, you get 25% of your health return, but 25% is not enough. They need like 100 at this
Size
point.
doesn't matter, it's the motion of the ocean, okay? It's about finding those picks. If he's able to find Gen Myth, if he's able to find Raven, they can really turn this fight.
I mean, the timing is very important.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be important here. I mean, also buying some time for Siri, right? He hasn't come online yet. At some point on this Global Marksman, he's going to do some serious work.
Okay, so at the same time, Bao has been really irritating to the side of Kyung9. And you know what? Kyung9 has to be the guy that changes this whole game for the side of Nongshim, right?
Yeah.
We have seen that Razor Cavalry just now. It was looking good, but because of the itemization difference, the level difference, they could not find the finishing blow.
Cannot at all. I mean, it was a good start. Things were looking very good, but then it just seemed like the focus fire from Vesakha, I mean, they have a lot of damage. If they're able to find one member out of position, they're going to blow them up.
Look at this constant barrage of damage. And with that, they get the T3 on the top. Vesakha, 5 seconds left on the Primal Bond. You know what's next. They are going for the Shadow Overlord.
Yeah, they're going to take that one. Again, even more pressure, but taking the top T3, that is a gaping wound in this defense of Nongshim right now. They need to find some sort of catch, some way, but Vesakha not giving anything.
Yeah, Bao, look at that. He's not even allowing Illusion to get the spears in. Kyung9!
Oh, Kyung9 in a bad spot. He's definitely going to get caught out. No way he gets out of that one. Nev will take that one, and they find Haku as well. He is in a terrible spot. He's going to try to run away. The heals are enough to at least get him into his space. He will be fine, but barely.
Yep, it does not matter, right? Vesakha, they already have the target on hand, which is to push Nongshim RedForce back. So what if you say, you are the greatest red? Right now, the greater blue is coming.
Yeah, it's definitely coming, and it's coming in a hurry right now. Nongshim, all the fans back home have got to be worried. The Wild Wind is not going to connect, but they want the mid T3. It's going to be taken down. Vesakha with yet another tower.
Security in hand. They have the advantage. IKL, they have this power. Right now, they have to channel it to the right direction, and that's going to be the Shadow Overlord. Nongshim going to be looking for an opening. Everything falls under the hands of Kyung9. Can he find the flank? It's not enough time.
Not enough time at all. It would have been very risky. They had some members that were up front as well, providing that vision. That Overlord was completely secured by Vesakha by their positioning as well.
Here we see Kyung9, he's trying to look for information for the team, right? So that Nongshim can make a great decision. But look at the rotations. Raven, Jin Young already knows that Kyung9 is hiding somewhere. And normally it would be Bao to find that, but Bao is looking at the other side of the map. So now Nongshim, they've given every single information. And here comes a potential kill.
Yeah, I mean, Kyung9, he's split pushing. He's going to be killed here on this one. It's not the end of the world, but he's doing his job. He's providing that vision. Maybe you get a numbers advantage elsewhere, but Nongshim realized that actually we can't. We have to go back to base and defend.
Yep, they have the defenders right here, right now. Genmith, he also has the flash combinations. We are looking at that massive knockup. So waiting for that as well as Bao. Let's see who's the first one to pull the trigger, because Nongshim, this one will hurt.
Yeah, definitely gonna hurt. I mean, Kyung9 down for 20 seconds. That's an eternity at this stage. And Vesakha potentially opening things up even more. They're sticking around. They're taking their shots onto Nongshim.
Yeah, Vesakha, your tickets are here as well. Can they get the knockup?
Yeah, the
even
crystal, it's about 60% life, but it looks like Vesakha are gonna be backing off. The Vanguards are slowly making their way. This could be the potential final game ender for the series. They decide to go in for this one, but now Kyung9 has shown up. It's gonna be pushed on back, and now with that crystal still about half-life, Nev is still up in front. Kyung9 hasn't found that right angle, but
Raven?
Haku almost taking out Nev, who gets past the passing back. Haku's gonna be killed. Illusion gets on back for the wild win. It's gonna be a little off the mark, not gonna connect. Now the next set of Vanguards still there. The backdoor protection is there. Faye is solo himself, and now with Vesakha with all 5 members looking to end this.
All right, the pressure is still mounting. 3 waves now crashing in. They're looking for an opening. Jin Young tries to get the stun. Nev as well looking for an
they
opening.
find Siri and they get the instant deletion. Ball finds him out, and Vesakha will take the game and this series. Nongshim are out.
You're right, the story continues for the side of IKL. We were asking which one of the